Beverly Hills 9021 is a classic American teen drama that originally aired from 1990 to 2000. The series follows a group of friends navigating the ups and downs of high school, college, and young adulthood while living in the glamorous yet complicated world of Beverly Hills, California. Each season explores themes of friendship, love, betrayal, family struggles, and social issues, making it one of the most influential teen dramas of its time. Brandon Wall, he is still a character played by Jason Priestley. He is still around. Brenda Walsh is a character played by Shannon Doherty. Dylan McKay was played by Luke Perry. He is no longer with us. Nat Busicchio was played by Joe E. Tata. He is no longer with us. Donna Martin is a character played by Tori Spelling. She is still active. Steve Sanders is portrayed by Ian Ziering. He is still around. David Silver is played by Brian Austin Green. He is still around. Andrea Zuckerman is portrayed by Gabrielle Carteris. She is still around. Cindy Walsh is a character played by Carol Potter. She is still around. Valerie Malone is played by Tiffany Thiessen. She is still around. Jim Walsh is played by James Eckhouse. He is still around. Claire Arnold is portrayed by Kathleen Robertson. She is still active. Jesse Vasquez is played by Mark Damon. He is still around. Noah Hunter is played by Vincent Young. He is still around. Scott Scanlon is played by Douglas Emerson. He is still around. Mark Reese is played by Dalton James. He is still around. Mrs. Yvonne is played by Denise Dowse. She is no longer with us. Gina Kincaid is played by Vanessa Marcille. She is still around. Jackie Taylor is played by Ann Gillespie. She is still around. Janet Sosna is played by Lindsay Price. She is still around. Cliff Yeager is played by Greg Vaughn. He is still around. Gil Myers is played by Mark Keeley. He is still around. Nikki Witt is portrayed by Dana Barron. She is still around. Tony Miller is played by Michael Cudlitz. He is still active. Sue Scanlon is played by Nicole Tom. She is still around. Henry Thomas is played by James Pickens Jr. He is still around. Herbert Little is played by Corey Tyler. He is still around. Dr. John Martin is played by Michael Durrell. He is still around. Celeste Lundy is portrayed by Jennifer Grant. She is still around. Carly Reynolds is played by Hilary Swank. She is still around. Jay Thurman is played by Peter Krause. He is still around. John Sears is portrayed by Paul Johansson. He is still around. Sophie Burns is played by Laura Layton. She is still around. Lucinda Nicholson is played by Dina Meyer. She is still around. Matt Durning is played by Daniel Cosgrove. He is still around. Bill Taylor is portrayed by John Riley. He is no longer with us. Susan Keats is played by Emma Caulfield. She is still around. Colin Robbins is portrayed by Jason Wiles. He is still around. Deshaun Hardle is played by Cress Williams. He is still around. Tony Marchette is portrayed by Stanley Kamel. He is no longer with us. Rick is played by Dean Cain. He is still around. Wayne is played by Seth Green. He is still around. Kyle Connors is played by David Lasher. He is still around. Brooke Alexander is portrayed by Alexandra Wilson. She is still around. Chris Suter is played by Michael Saint. Gerard, he is still around. Christine Pettit is portrayed by Valerie Wildman. She is still around. Please subscribe, like the video, and check out more content.